If you are sitting in your shop waiting for customers to walk in, you are already losing. I'm going to show you exactly how to find high value construction customers. I am Mubarak Saidu. I've been in the building materials business for about a decade. I've sold cement, tiles, iron rod, doors, sanitary wares to every major construction company in Abuja, from Julius Berger to medium-sized developers, individual contractors and homeowners. But here is the thing, I didn't find any of them sitting in my shop. Most suppliers I know are waiting. They stock up their warehouses, they set up their locations, and they just wait. Like customers are just going to appear magically just because they open the shop. Listen, high value customers, the ones who buy in bulk, the ones who pay on time, the ones who come back month after month. They are not going about looking for shops. They are busy. They are on construction sites. They already have suppliers. So if you want to find them, you have to go to where they are. You have to interrupt their routine. You have to make them notice you. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. Let me share the 3 strategies that moved my monthly sales from 500,000 to over 30 million. I'm going to give you the exact words to say, the exact places to go, and the exact follow-up system I use to convert 30 to 40% of the people I approach. Sounds good? Let's go. But before I show you what works, let me show you what doesn't work, because I made these mistakes myself in the earlier years of doing this business. I joined the company I worked with in 2017. We had competitive prices, good location, quality products, and I came to the shop every single day and waited. I would check my phone, I would rearrange the office. I would even tell myself, it takes time to build businesses. And you know what happened? Small customers, few walk-ins, few cartons buyers, 5,000 sales, 10,000 sales. Meanwhile, I could see construction sites all around Abuja, big projects, loads of building materials being supplied every week, but not by me, by other suppliers who went and found those customers. Here is what I learned. High value customers don't have time to shop around. They don't have time to be comparing prices from 10 different suppliers. They work with people they already know, people who approach them, people who build a relationship with them. So if you are waiting for a developer to walk into your shop in Dede or in Maraba or wherever it is that you are going to be waiting for a very long time. All right, now let me show you what actually works. Strategy number 1, construction site visits, but not the way most people think. Let me explain how to do this. First, you need to identify active sites in your area. And I mean active sites, not land that has been cleared, not abandoned projects. Look for sites where work is currently going on now, where you can see laborers, where you can see materials being delivered, where there is actual progress. In Abuja, I focus on areas like Gwarimpa, Katampe, Jahi, Guzape. And in Lagos, you can consider areas like Ikeja, Aja, Ikoyi. Drive round, take notes, use Google Maps if you need to. Write down the location, take photograph if possible. Note what stage of construction they are at. Here is a key insight. Best time to approach a construction site is when they are 30 to 50% complete. Why? Because at that stage, they are committed to the project. Money is flowing, but they haven't bought all the materials yet. They still need materials for finishing, for upper floors, for additional structures. Too early, like just foundation level, and they might not have steady cash flow yet. Too late, like 90% complete, then they must have bought almost all the materials they need. Now, here is how you approach the site. You don't just walk in and start selling. That's amateur. You walk in professionally. You ask for the site engineer or the project manager. Here is exactly what you are going to say. I'm giving you the exact script to use. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mubarak Saidu. I supply building materials here in Gwarimpa. I notice your construction here and I must say I'm really impressed with the progress of your work. I work with several construction and development companies here in this area. So I came in to introduce myself in case you might need quality materials at competitive prices as you continue. Do you have a few minutes to talk? Or is there a better time that I could come back? Notice what I did there? I complimented their work. I showed I'm established and I showed I cared about their time. You are not begging. You are not desperate. You are a professional offering value. Now here is what happens next, and this is critical. Most of the time, they won't buy from you immediately, and that's fine. That's expected. Our goal in the first visit is to get a phone number, get a name, and build a tiny bit of rapport. Maybe they tell you we already have a supplier. That's fine. You say, that's great. I respect that. But please keep my card or take my number. You know, sometimes your supplier may run out of stock or you may need materials urgently. You can reach out to me because I'm always available and always have stock. And then you follow up. More on that later. But here is the thing that changed everything for me. I committed to visiting 5 new construction sites every single week. 5 sites every Thursday. That was my day, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Some weeks I got nothing. Some weeks I got just 2 phone numbers. And some other weeks I got small trial orders. But in my 3rd month of doing this consistently, I landed a contract, a medium-sized developer in Katangi, whose small site I've been visiting in Jahi for over a month. He was building 5 fully detached duplexes. He needed cement, tiles, iron rod, doors, everything. That one relationship brought me 65 million naira in sales over the period of 3 months. One site visit, one. So for strategy number 1 is construction site visits, systematic, consistent, and professional. 5 sites per week, that's 20 sites per month. That's 240 opportunities per year. You only need a handful of those to say yes, and you'll be fine. So strategy number 2, industry associations and networking events. Now I know what you are thinking. Mubarak, I don't like networking. I don't want events. I just want to sell materials. I get it. I felt the same way too. But listen, high value customers, developers, contractors, architects, engineers, they all belong to professional associations and they attend meetings, seminars, events. In Nigeria, you have associations like Building Materials Producers Association of Nigeria, Nigerian Institute of Builders, Nigerian Institute of Architects, Real Estate Developer Association, even local chambers of commerce. Now, you don't have to join all of them. Just identify 1 or 2 that are active in your state. Find out when they have events. Find out if suppliers can attend as guests or as associate members. You don't have to attend every single event. Even attending 1 event per quarter, 4 per year, can transform your business. Let me tell you what happened to me in 2019. There was a real estate seminar in Abuja, 3-day event at Transcom Hilton. Registration was 30,000. I almost didn't go. I thought to myself, 30,000, that's a lot. This was in 2019. What if I didn't get anything out of it? But I registered and I went. And on day 2, during a coffee break, I started talking with a man sitting right next to me. Just a casual conversation. He mentioned he was developing a residential estate in Lugbe. I mentioned I sold building materials. That conversation turned into an 18 million naira order within 3 weeks. Just a conversation over a coffee break. Here is the thing about these events. Everyone there is in a buying mood, is in a decision-making mood. They are thinking about their project. They are thinking about budget. They are thinking about suppliers. It's not like approaching someone randomly. The context here is already business focused. Now, when you attend these events, here is what you do. 1, don't be aggressive. Don't walk around handing out flyers like you're promoting a party. Nobody likes that guy. 2, listen more than you talk. Show genuine interest. Ask people about their projects. 3, when it's natural, mention what you do. I supply building materials here in Abuja. Cement, iron rod, tiles, roofing materials, all of that. 4, collect business cards. Write a note at the back to remind you of the conversations you had. 5, follow up within 48 hours. Text or WhatsApp. Reference something from the conversations you had. That follow-up is where most people fail. They collect 20 business cards. They go back home, put them in a drawer, and nothing happens. Don't be that person, I beg you. So strategy number 2, industry associations and networking events. 1 to 2 events per quarter. Be professional, ask questions, follow up. Now, strategy number 3, referrals from existing customers. This is the most powerful strategy and is the one most suppliers choose to ignore. Listen, every customer you have right now knows other people in construction. Contractors know developers. Developers know architects. Engineers know project managers. It's a connected industry, but most suppliers never ask for referrals. They just fulfill orders and wait for the next one. Here is what I do, and this has brought me more high-value customers than anything else after I've completed a successful order. And this is important. After I've delivered well with good service and on time, then I have a conversation with the customer, and it goes like this. Mr. John, I'm really glad we could serve you well on this project. If you don't mind, I would please like to ask you something. Do you know any other developers or contractors that are in need of reliable materials? I'm looking to grow my customer base, and I would really appreciate if you could introduce me to 1 or 2 of the people you know that value good and quality service. Simple, direct, and professional. And you know what? Most customers will be happy to help, especially if you treated them well. Some will give you a name and a number right there. Some will say, let me think about it. Some will actually place a call for you on the spot. I have one customer. His name is Hafiz, who has referred me to 4 developers in the past 3 years. 4 high-value customers who are buying from me till today because I asked and because I deliver good service every single time. Now here is an advanced move. Incentivize referrals. Tell your 5 best customers that if you refer a customer to me who places an order of 10 million naira and above, I will give you a 5% discount on your next order or a free delivery for your next order. Give them a reason to actively think about who they will refer to you. I introduced this incentivized referral system in 2021, and within 6 months, I have added 8 new regular customers, all high-value customers, all from referrals, all high-value. all from people who already trusted me. Here is the principle. It's easier to get introduced than to introduce yourself. When Hafiz tells a developer friend, I have this supplier I use, Mubarak, he's reliable, that carries 10 times more weight than me walking up to that developer to introduce myself. So for strategy number 3, ask for referrals, incentivize them, make it easy for people who trust you to recommend you. Now let me show you exactly what to say when you approach these customers. Alright, this is important because you can find all the high value customers in the world, but if you don't know what to say when you meet them, you will go nowhere. So let me give you the exact framework that I use. This works every time, whether you are at a construction site, at a networking event, or getting introduced through a referral. It has 4 parts. Part 1, professional introduction. Part 2, credibility building. Part 3, value proposition. And part 4, low pressure next step. Let me break each one of them down. Part 1, professional introduction. Now here is it. Good morning, sir. My name is Mubarak. I'm a building material supplier here in Abuja. Short, clear, professional. Don't over-explain. Part 2, credibility statement. Now this is where you build trust quickly. I've been in this business for 8 years and I supply to most construction companies and developers here in Abuja. Part 3, value proposition. This is where you tell them what's in it for them. I specialize in quality materials at competitive prices, reliable delivery, and good customer service. Don't just say competitive prices. Everyone says that. Add something specific, like I guarantee 24 hours delivery for all orders made before noon, or I offer flexible payment terms for qualified customers, or I keep consistent stock even during high demand periods. Give them a reason to care. Part 4, low pressure next step. Never end with, so do you want to buy from me? That's too aggressive. Instead say, I'd love to learn more about your current and upcoming projects to see if there's a way I can support you. Do you have a few minutes now, or is there a better time I could call you? Or can I leave my card with you? If you ever need materials or you want to compare prices, I'll be more than happy to send you a quotation. Now let me put this together so that you can see the complete script. Good morning, my name is Mubarak Saidu. I supply building materials here in Abuja. I've been in this business for about 10 years. I supply materials to several construction and developers here in FCT. I specialize in quality materials like iron rods, tiles, doors, sanitary ware, cement at competitive prices, and I guarantee 24-hour delivery. I'd love to learn about your current or upcoming projects so I can see if there's a way I can support you. Do you have a few minutes to talk now, or would another time be better? That's it. 30 seconds. Clear, professional, low pressure. Practice this until it feels natural. Say it to your friend. Say it to the mirror. Record yourself on your phone and play it back. When you approach a customer with this level of clarity and professionalism, you immediately stand out from 90% of other suppliers. Now here is what happens after that first conversation, because this is where most suppliers lose the sale. They make contact, they have a good conversation, they get a phone number, but then they do nothing. Or maybe they follow up once, they got no response, and then they give up. Listen carefully. The fortune is in the follow-up. Most high-value customers won't buy from you from the first contact. They are busy. They have existing suppliers. So they need time to see if you are serious. So here's the follow-up system I use. It converts 30 to 40% of the initial contact I make into actual customers. Step 1, follow up within 24 hours. Send a WhatsApp message or a text message. No phone calls yet. Don't be too pushy. The message says something like, "Good afternoon, Mr. Mike. This is Mubarak from Son of Man Marketing. We met at the housing event last week, and as discussed, I supply quality building materials with fast delivery. So please save my number and feel free to reach out to me whenever you need a quote. I'm always available." Simple, professional, clear. This helps you to stay on their radar. Step 2, follow up after 1 week. Call them briefly. "Hello, Mr. Mike. This is Mubarak, the building material supplier. We spoke last week. I'm just checking to see if you have an upcoming project where I will be able to supply materials. No pressure, just wanted to stay in touch." Simple and professional, straight to the point. Most will say, "Not right now, but I'll keep you in mind." Perfect. That's progress. Step 3, add value every 2 to 3 weeks. This is the key that most suppliers miss. Don't just call every time asking for business. Add value. Send them current market prices for building materials, price changes for seasonal materials, alerts for product shortages. Become a resource, not just a seller. And when they finally need material, guess who they'll think of first? The supplier who has been helpful and consistent. I followed up with one developer for 5 months before he gave me an order. 5 months. Most suppliers would have given up after 2 weeks. But I stayed in touch. I sent him price updates. I checked in professionally. And you know what happened? When he finally placed an order for tiles, it was for about 14 million naira. And he has been buying from me consistently till now for about 3 years. Here is what I've learned. High value customers are not impulse buyers. They are watching you. They are testing your consistency. They are waiting. They are watching to see if you are actually serious. Now, to make this follow-up system work, you need to be organized. I use a simple spreadsheet. You can use your phone notes or anything that works for you. I track customer name, customer information, where I first met them, date of first purchase, date of last follow-up, and date of next follow-up. Every Monday morning, I open my spreadsheet. I check who I need to follow up with this week, and I set aside 2 hours, usually Monday afternoons, just for follow-ups. I call 5 people. I send 10 WhatsApp messages, and then I update my notes. 2 hours per week, that's it. And I'm telling you, this simple strategy has brought more business to me than any advertising or marketing that I've ever tried. Because most suppliers don't do it. They give up too early. Do this consistently and you will convert 30 to 40% of your contacts. Now let me show you the common mistakes that will kill your results. Now before we wrap up, I need to warn you about 5 common mistakes that will sabotage everything I've just taught you. I've made some of these myself and I've watched most suppliers make all of them. Mistake number 1, being too aggressive. Don't walk onto a site acting like your old business. Don't be too pushy for a sale on the first conversation. High value customers have options. If you come across as desperate or pushy, they will avoid you completely. Be professional, be patient, build the relationship first. Mistake number 2, not following up consistently. I've mentioned this, but it's so important I'm saying it again. 1 follow-up is not enough. 2 follow-up is not enough. You need a system. Most sales happen between the 5th and 8th follow-up. So if you quit after 2, you will be leaving money on the table. Mistake number 3, talking only about price. My cement is 9,200 per bag. Iron rod is 16,000 per length. Okay, great. but so is everyone else's. High value customers don't only buy on price, they buy on reliability, on service, on trust. Talk about your delivery speed. Talk about your stock consistency. Talk about your payment flexibilities. Differentiate yourself on value, not just on price. Mistake number 4, not tracking your activities. I'll be honest with you. In my first 3 years in this business, I didn't track anything. I visited sites randomly. I attended events and forgot to follow up. I collected business cards and misplaced them. It was a mess. You have to track who you contacted, when you contacted them, and when next to follow up. If you don't track it, it didn't happen. Mistake number 5. Mistake number 5. Giving up too early listing. This is not a get rich quick strategy. This is not visit 5 customers today and make 5 sales tomorrow. This is relationship building. This is systematic customer acquisition. I visited construction sites for 3 months before I landed my first major order. 3 months of hearing we already have a supplier over and over. But I kept going because I knew that eventually one would say yes. And when one said yes, it changed my business. So those are the 5 mistakes. Avoid them and you will be ahead of 90% of other suppliers. Now, here is your challenge for this week. Action 1, identify 10 construction sites in your area. Write them down. Action 2, visit 5 of those sites this week. Use the approach script. Get at least 3 contact numbers. Action 3, call 5 of your top existing customers. Ask each one of them for a referral. Action 4, set up your tracking spreadsheet. List every potential customer you currently have. Action 5, block out 2 hours next Monday for follow-ups. Just for follow-ups. If you do these 5 things this week, you will start seeing results. Not overnight, but within 30 to 60 days, you will see a shift. More conversations, more quotations, and subsequently more orders will follow. And within 90 days, if you stay consistent, you will land at least one high-value customer that will change everything about your business. I know this might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you are used to waiting for customers to come to you. But I promise you, once you land your first major high-value customer, these 3 strategies, site visits, networking, and referrals, took my business from 500,000 naira per month to over 30 million naira per month. Not because I had better prices, not because I had more capital, but because I found the customers and didn't wait for them to find me. Alright, that's it for this video. If you found value in this, please do me this favor. Hit that like button. It helps the video reach more suppliers who would need this. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 3 strategies you are going to try first. I read every of your comments and I will reply to every one of them. And if you are not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as I release practical growth and marketing strategies for building material businesses in Nigeria. I post videos every week on building materials business strategies, pricing, marketing, inventory management, all the things that actually help you to grow. And speaking of marketing, in my next video, I'm going to show you how to use WhatsApp business to follow up on your customers systematically. You don't want to miss that one, so make sure you are subscribed. I'm here to help Nigerian building material suppliers grow. That's my mission. Stop waiting for customers, go find them. Alright, I'm Mubarak Saidu. See you in the next video.